A lot of them. Like Goran Dragic was like, yeah, we knew Goran Dragic. Like there's ones like Steph Curry that now everyone's like, yo, no shit. He's a top 10 pick. I'm telling you, so many people had so many doubts about Steph Curry in that draft that it's kind of insane. But like at the time, like we knew he was. We knew
what was the Mike Ryan chant? Amin Elhassan said that Goran Dragic is the top 5 point guard in the league.
Which I never said. I just said he's better than whatever that garbage ass little combo guard was that Mike had a crush on.
You mean Bumpy
Johnson? Yeah. What was it? Tyler? Was it a Tyler Johnson?
Tyler something.
Tyler Johnson. It was Johnson.
Yeah, Tyler Johnson, nicknamed Bumpy because he had acne. He says he did.
No, it's not. He says he did. We had a deal. And then Don Nelson is like, never mind. It was fucking crazy, man.
Don is a weird dude.
It was like, because it wasn't like a deal that we did that night. We've been working on it for months. And like, it was like, all right, like, and like, it was we started with, it's funny because it kept getting worse. Like it started with, we wanted Anthony Randolph and like, I can't remember who else, and 2 first-round picks. And they're like, no, Anthony Randolph was untouchable. And so then it changed to Brandon Wright and Andres Biedrins. Like it just kept getting worse and worse. Like I think the last one was Wright and Biedrins and 2 first-round picks. And we were like, cool. And then the lottery happened, and like they're like,
for stat, you're saying.
For stat,
that was a trade.
And Jason Richardson. And Jason Richardson was the other one because they love Jay Rich, right? So then the lottery happens. It's like, okay, you guys got 7. I'm like, oh yeah, no, like we're good. Okay, and so like the way it works is you don't tell them until it's their turn to pick who you want. So like we had Curry on our board from the beginning. Like we knew this dude's amazing. Like, and all the questions that people have about him are the types of questions people had about Steve Nash, and you guys don't know what you're talking about and all that. Like we I think his freshman year, we gave him a code name Black Nash. Did you watch Black Nash last night? Right. Like, so everyone's questioning, oh, can you play point? And we're like, absolutely, he's a point guard. And we used to count, like Steve Curry would say, how did he do last night? And I'd say, oh yeah, 28 points, 7 assists, and 6 Lovedales. There was a teammate of his named Andrew Lovedale, who was a big man. And it's like, he was notorious for Curry would hit him like wide open in the hands, and he'd fumble the ball, or he'd miss a wide open layup or something like that. And so we just started counting anytime anyone because he plays at Davidson, anytime they fucked up, we called that a Lovedale. So he's like, he had 7 assists and 6 Lovedales, like basically 6 made baskets that an NBA player would have made, but he's playing with someone at a low-level D1 school. So we get to the draft, and like we got our board, and we're like kind of crossing off. And so 1 is Blake Griffin. Everyone knew Blake Griffin was going to go 1. 2, Memphis had the pick. We thought they were going to take Tyreke Evans because Tyreke Evans played at Memphis. At the time, the Grizzlies couldn't sell a ticket. They played in the same building.
Did you guys have Steph 2? Because Steve says you guys had him 2 on the draft board behind Blake.
Yes. Yep. So 2 was Memphis. We thought for sure they're going to take Tyreke Evans. And then and we were like, there's going to be something that happens in this draft that's going to fuck everything up. And that thing that happened immediately was Hashim Thabit at 2, who for us legitimately, we weren't. If we had him, if we picked 30th, we wouldn't have picked him. He was not a first round pick for us. They took him 2, so that instantly set everything crazy. Number 3 was Harden to Oklahoma City, which we knew that was going to happen. Then it was 4 was 4 was Tyreke Evans. 4 was Tyreke Evans to Sacramento. So now Minnesota's on the board, and they have 2 picks. They got 5 and they got 6. And we're like, there's no chance Curry lasts through these next 2 picks. 5 is Ricky Rubio. We're like, okay, well then clearly you got Rubio who can't shoot. You're gonna pair him with Steph at 6.
Hold my beer.
And then they took Johnny Flynn, and we were like, holy f***. And so Paul Coro, who was the beat writer for the Arizona Republic, we used to put the media like in this holding pen. The holding pen was like 2 floors below our war room. Paul Coro said when they announced Flynn, he heard us cheering upstairs. We were like, oh my God, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. And so they pick up the phone and they tell, all right, Curry's our guy, take Curry. And so we're like, what an amazing draft. So then we had our own first rounder, which was 14. Was it 13 or 14? We end up going with Earl Clark because the whole thing was we've got Curry. He's our point guard of the future. We got Dragic, who's a combo guard. We really like Drew Holiday, but it's like we're not going to have like 3 million guards. Steve Nash is still here. So we need someone big. So we took Earl Clark at 14 because the whole thing is we have Curry. So the draft, as the draft night's going, I could see Griff and Steven and kind of like, but I'm like, yeah, they might be stressed about some other shit. So our routine was usually we go out to dinner, we go to Bianco's afterward to celebrate, kind of like every draft night we do that, right? So we go to Bianco's, we're having beers, and I'm looking at Griff and Steven like, no, this is some shit's going on. But I'm like, they're like, is the deal off? Like, Nelly's kind of, he's waffling. So I'm like, no, they're just trying to squeeze a little bit extra. I'll go home, I'll go to bed, I'll wake up, everything will be fine. I wake up the next day, and I got the Arizona Republic, and I still have it in my garage somewhere. The front page of the Arizona Republic is a full page picture of Steph Curry pointing to the sky, and it says a new era begins. And I'm like, see? Done deal. Coro wouldn't have run with that.
Wait, that actually happened?
It's in my garage. It's in a box.
Arizona Republic screwed up like that.
A full page. It's Steph Curry pointing to the sky, and it says a new era begins. Because we've been telling all the local guys like, yo, this is our guy. This is the real deal. And so I got to work. I'm like, all right, cool, man. And I walk in, and they're like, they don't want to do the deal.
They saw the headline. They think he's good now. So
Nelly,
that's
man.
Wild. I get the opinion, or I get the idea that Nelly didn't watch a single draft tape, didn't listen to any of his people. Draft day is like, this Curry guy, he's good. Let's just keep him. And they're like, all right, deal's off.
Well, the deal could not be consummated until July 1 because it was using the next year's salaries in order to make sense. But it was, it wasn't like, oh, we were that close. It's like, it was a done deal. It was like, it's a wrap. We got him. He's here. But it's not a deal until you get on the call with the NBA. And so whoop-de-whoop. By the way, the number of names, Marco Bellinelli was an untouchable. I get so upset because every motherfucker that they squeezed out of it, like, oh, we can't do that. They all were like out of the league within 5 years or something.